Hello and welcome to your astrological vibrations for Friday, June 23rd, 2022. Nope, 2023 by Gaia Blooming. I am Mimi, and our energy mantra for today is I nurture whatever is showing up. Missed one day and I'm back to 2022. What is this? So thank you for your well wishes. It's interesting because I was sitting here shuffling the cards thinking about what I think happened for me, to me. I feel like my electrolytes were actually out of balance and out of whack, but I didn't figure it out till today when I finally listened to that craving inside that was like, salt, I need salt. And a combination of salt and fruit was exactly what I needed. And as I was shuffling, thinking about that, these two cards came out, the healing and the exhaustion cards. And I'm like, yes, that was me. I will say this because it's a hot summer already. Sweating and hot weather can throw off your electrolytes, mineral balances, but so can stress. And I know that I'm currently unwinding, healing, loving the dings from the stress of what Joe went through, the stress that was on me. So I encourage you to nurture your electrolytes, to nurture your minerals in your body to help support you. And I'm so much better, but last night I literally tried to stand up and the world was spinning. It was very much spinning. I will tell you, astrologically, interestingly, I'm being yachted right now by Saturn and Jupiter, and they're yachting my Saturn and Jupiter. I have Saturn and Jupiter conjunct in Libra. They're right there together in Libra. And, Libra is about balance. And so my balances were off. And Saturn's like, this will not do. Take care of you. So there's some more astro stuff. But I'm going to focus on Friday the 23rd, 2023. So speaking of health energy, technically Thursday while I'm recording this, Thursday was meant to be a health day because we have Mars and Chiron in a trine. And as of my recording of this, it has not actually reached that peak of that trine. And we will still have them trining on Friday. So working together. Now, Mars is in Leo, so there may be some heart energy around this. It can be the physical heart. It can be love. It can be inner child. It can be that need for play and or even romance. But Chiron in Aries is like, this isn't about asking anybody else for this love, for this romance, for this play, for this attention. This is really about your I am energy, and the healing is for you. The healing may also be meant to come through you, like how I was able to listen to my body, tap in. That is a gift that I have. I think it's a gift of Lyme, right? That long ago I had to start listening to what makes me feel good and what doesn't. And I listen very carefully to that. But I encourage you to listen and nurture and nourish these parts of yourselves today. When I started pulling actual cards for today, for everybody, the participation card came out. And that feels so right on with this trine, the Mars and Chiron trine, but also the moon moving into Virgo. Between Sun and Cancer, Moon and Virgo, the next few days can be very care-oriented. I love this card. I call this my body, mind, spirit, soul, and heart card. This card to me is about our whole holy selves. It connects to Virgo for me. And so this is a reminder, checking in with your body, your mind, which is always spirit, soul, but also your heart. And making sure that you're good, nurtured, finding that balance in there through this energy. Now, it's an interesting thing because Cancer and Virgo together, I consider both Cancer and Virgo two of the most worried signs. These signs can get very much in their worry. And so when they're both activated, we may find mentally we're leaning a little into the worry. If you are feeling worried about something, that is a call for solution. That is a call for nurturing. That's a call for you to tend to that. So rather than getting too stirred up in the worry, see where you can find healing solution. Now, I will say that last night, every single possibility of what was going wrong with me came up through my head. So just so you know, I am not immune from that. And it takes a lot of consciousness to rein that mental energy back in and find the focus and bring in the presence. And yet it is through presence and through breathing that we can move through these energies. And it's not bad to ask for help, by the way. So as we keep going through the day, the moon in Virgo will oppose Saturn and trine Jupiter. So even though I'm going through this little yachtiness with this energy, you are going to be feeling that Jupiter Saturn combination. Jupiter and Taurus making everything bigger, and Saturn and Pisces taking the bigness through all of time. just to make it really, really, really simple of things. I love this combination though, because anytime we have Pisces and Virgo, it is a balancing of worlds. It is a balancing of our earthly realm with the magical realm, so to speak. And so it's making sure we're finding, here's that word balance again, finding the balance in between those places, knowing where to bring in the woo, but also knowing where to call in reality and work on the reality part. Again, that participation energy bringing us through. I will say for the evening, a good healthy meal with the moon in Virgo trining Jupiter in Taurus may feel so good, so divine. So whatever that is for you, that may be a really good way to end your day of participation. For the weekend, just looking ahead a little bit, we will have Mercury and Neptune building into a square and the moon participating in that energy. So those mental energies are going to be spiking, and a lot of times when the mental energies, especially from many of the mutable signs, our consciousness kind of goes out the window. We can feel a little overwhelmed and a little confused. Again, that is always a call for dropping in. And I'm getting a message as I'm like sitting here listening to it. You don't always have to make sense of the confusion. I think sometimes we try to make sense of things that don't necessarily make sense and don't have to make sense for ourselves. We don't have to expend our energy. We don't have to expend our consciousness on that. Keep that in mind for this weekend, because you may find yourself doing Rubik's Cubes in your head, so to speak, about things happening in the world. It's okay not to know. You just need to know what your alignment is to help you move forward. For finishing up the cards, we've got some rebirth energy, 10 of Swords. That alongside the consciousness card, definitely some strong mental energy, but it's like you in control of this mental energy. And we have the understanding card, bringing in the emotional piece of this, but it's even understanding the part of you that wants to try to understand and being able to talk to that part of yourself and be like, hey, it's okay. We don't have to go there. We don't have to figure this out. We don't have to know this. You can let this go. We can focus this mental energy on something else. So I'm going to leave that here for today. You can book a reading with me. Email me, mimiclark@gmail.com. I will be getting back to the people who are wanting the Venus reading, and I'm going to be scheduling those and getting those figured out. So look out for emails coming from me with that. Besides that, the better it gets, the better it gets. There's more than enough love in the world for you. You have the power, and honor your values. Namaste.